Hello. 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 It's been a day. It has been a day. And I just needed to unwind by doing something a little different than my usual. I don't really have the energy to, play a game or really focus on anything right now, but I just wanted to do a little stream because if you haven't noticed from the absurd number of streams that I do daily, I'm a little bit addicted to live streaming. But that's fine, right? Just means more content. But yeah, hopefully some people might show up. If nobody does, that's fine. I'll just talk about Holostars for a really, really long time. I'll do a 24-hour free chat Holostars live stream. That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's see. God, I just went on Twitter when I got home from work, and I was like, saw all of the Twitter shenanigans that the Holostars boys have been up to last night, I guess, for me. It would have been like during the middle of the night or while I was at work. Apparently Astel did like a whatchamacall? The Twitter audio thingies. Space? That's what it's called? I think that's what it's called. And apparently he said some cute stuff in that, so I'm gonna have to go listen to that, but I didn't listen to it yet. What else? Oh yeah, and Miyabi made some really cute tweets using the fan hashtags for the concert, because Holostars did like a call for like fan messages, and each member of Holostars has like a tag that you're supposed to use, but then Miyabi made one for Temma and Arusan, and they were really sweet, and also a little bit savage. I mean, that's Miyabi in a nutshell, right? He was like, "Hey, Arusan, thank you so much for always being so supportive and helping me out." And then he brings up the fucking lamp bit from their from the Codename stream. I can't get over the lamp thing. That whole stream, God, poor Arusan. He was getting bullied to hell and back. The gist of the joke is that it's a game where you have to guess words based off of like a keyword, basically, and the keyword, I think it was Rika who was the spy master on the other team. Oh, hello, special edition, welcome. I've just been talking to myself about Holostars so far, so feel free to ask me some questions, or just chat about, I don't know, your day, what you had for dinner or breakfast or whatever. I'm just talking about the Codenames Holostars stream from a while back where Miyabi said that Arusan is like a lamp because he will one day be extinguished. And it was quite a time. How am I? I mean, I'm tired. That's really the best way to put it. I just had a really 9 plus 10, 19. Haha. I can do math sometimes a little bit. Don't push it. Yeah, I had a very stressful day, and I just needed to unwind a little bit. So I figured just doing a light chat would be perfect for this kind of day. Yum. Yeah, by the way, The name of this stream is also a Holostars reference because it's a line that there's a clip of Estelle saying, "I need pet for me." It's really cute. Anyways, got to waste time doing something unnecessary that didn't accomplish anything. That's the best though. Like some leftover pizza, that is also great. You know what's a really good feeling is like if I have like a day off, right? And I wake up and I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna eat today? Like, what am I gonna have for lunch? Ugh, I gotta think about these things. And then I'm like, wait, I have leftover pizza in the fridge. That's the best. Like, having leftovers of like a food that I really like is like the best feeling. Especially like pizza, because you can't go wrong with pizza, right? You just, shove it in the microwave and bada bing, bada boom, bada bip 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 bip. Yeah, those were words. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Shein. Shein put out a cover song earlier, and it's straight fire. Wow, wowee. Yeah, we can agree on the love of leftovers. Yeah. Hello, Anjink. I think that's how you say it. Welcome, welcome. We're just chatting about nothing in particular, just whatever comes to mind. If you have any questions you want to ask me, be it about anime, games, languages, streaming in general, feel free. Except for stuffing. I feel like it depends on the stuffing. Although I get it. Like, especially just moist foods in general don't keep well. Like, they're not great the day after. But lately I've been, like, when it comes to, like, holiday foods, I've been really into stuffing. Like, cause, like, we've been making our own, just, like, out of straight up bread. Just sort of tear up some bread, throw in some, like, chicken broth and, seasoning and stuff. And it's just so good. Like, it's just bread and some seasoning and stuff, but it's, like, so good. Red, welcome! Ah, wah, 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 wah. So far we've talked about pizza, leftovers, math briefly, but I would be fine if we don't rehash that topic before I make a fool out of myself. Yum, 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 yum. But yeah, how's today been? How's all the things? Yeah, this sort of functions as a Q&A stream as well, so if you have any questions that you're just dying to know, like, what anime have I watched recently, or whatever. May you call your friends? I mean, sure? You mean, like, just, like in real life, or, like, call them to the stream? I mean, either way, sure. You don't need my permission. You do you. Whenever you want to be here, and when you got other stuff to do, that's fine. You missed the pizza talk. It's always pizza talk time in my book. Let's see y'all's favorite kind of pizza, like your favorite toppings and stuff. I'm pretty basic. Like, if you just hand me some pepperoni, I'm good to go. But especially if you can get some, like, black olives, some mushrooms maybe, that's a good time. I'm not a big Supreme fan because I'm a picky eater, I know. But yeah, I don't like peppers, so I don't want the peppers. Same about the picky eater thing, or the pepperonis, or what? I mean, cool. Margarita. Yeah, margarita's pretty good. What else? What other kind of pizzas are there? Ooh, thoughts on I was just about to say, and then I see it in chat. Yeah, pineapple on pizza. I've only had it once, because I just happened to be like with a friend, and they just had some like leftover pineapple pizza, and I was like, oh, so this is the fabled pineapple pizza. Allow me to try a bite. And I tried it, and I actually liked it. I don't know, something about the fact that I think, like, I don't know, pineapple's not particularly sweet, it's just kind of sour. And then I feel like after being baked, the sourness sort of lessens. So it's just sort of like a soft, juicy texture that I feel like actually worked pretty well with the pizza. I know that's a big controversial statement, but let it be known, Pip is a pineapple on pizza liker. Bringing in some friends? I mean, it's cool. The more the merrier, right? I didn't even expect this many people to show up. I was fully prepared to just talk about Holostars for an hour or so. You only had it once, and if someone was... Oof. Yike. Yeah, anyways. You know, I'm actually not a big fan of, like, the sausage that comes on pizzas usually. Like, I don't know, just something about the taste. It's not my favorite. I'm pretty picky about sausage just in general, but, like, I'm a fan of a lot of, like, breakfast sausages, I guess. Especially, like the flat, well, like the patties. Not so much like the sausage links. I don't like those as much. But, what am I talking about? Pizza? Yeah, pizza good. Favorite pizza growing up? The plain cheese pizza. Cool. Must have been pretty good pizza. Plain pepperoni. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the plain pepperoni. It's always good. I don't know why, but like I've always been bad with spicy foods, right? But like I like pepperoni, and people will be like, "Pepperoni's spicy," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's pepperoni." I don't know why. Like it doesn't read as spicy to me. Like, is that just me? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Pizza Hut extra pepperoni on each half and extra chicken. Huh. I mean, Pizza Hut's pretty good. I haven't had it in a while. There was like, once upon a time I used to do like, I think it was when I did like ballet or tap when I was like 5. But in the same parking lot as the dance school, there was a Pizza Hut. So it was like our thing that once in a while, like before or after lessons, we would go to Pizza Hut, and I'd get one of those little personal pan pepperoni pizzas. Those were always good, and I would try to convince my mom to get me like the brownies. And once in a while, she would give in, and those were always really good. I want to try an authentic Italian pizza with leaves on it. I don't know if I've really ever had anything that can be considered like authentic. Well, I mean, there's one place in the city. I'm not going to mention which city because I don't want to out myself. But in the city that I've been to like once or twice that was known for having pretty authentic pizza. I thought it was all right. It just sort of seemed like pizza to me. Like, it was good pizza. It wasn't like mind blowing, but that might have just been that place. Nya nya nya. Hello? Hello, welcome to the stream. The subscribes and the likes. What? Yes, Red, please don't go to jail over pizza. Yeah, welcome. We're doing just some chatting. If you have any questions about really anything, obviously I can choose not to answer if it's too personal or something, but in general, I'm pretty much down to chat about anything. Whether it be anime, streaming, celebrities, or VTuber stuff. I don't know, whatever. Real life stuff to some extent. Yum, 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 yum. Let's see. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Oh, thank you. This is a lot more people than I was ever expecting to show up. Thank you so much. Icon that's permanently stuck to your hair. I see. So it's not like a prop. It's actually just stuck to your hand. Gotcha. I mean, I say prop, but I mean, as like an actual functioning gun. Interesting. Let it be known, Pip does not condone violence. Just for the record. Yum, 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 yum. Unless it's... Sorry, I almost just got really thirsty about Holostars. I was like, unless it's Shein from today's cover song, Stepping on Me. Am I Daniel Radcliffe? No. No? I'm gonna go with no. And I don't know what Guns Akimbo is, because I am uncultured just in general. Like, if you ask me something that's not Holostars, the answer is probably, Yum, 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 yum. Unless it's it's probably a reference to something I said. Listen, I don't heckin' know. Yum, 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 yum. But yeah, if you haven't seen Shein's, what's the Shanty? The cover song. Okay. I was a little confused. I was like, interesting. But yeah, if you haven't seen Shein's latest cover song, it was so good. What is the best anime ever? I'd say for me, like with less bias, I'd say Hunter x Hunter. Technically, I think in my debut stream, I mentioned, like, I don't know things. You think I know things and think stuff? 'Cause I don't. Hi, hello, buddy. You're buddying me again, but it's okay. I'll allow it. Just this once. So yeah, what am I talking about? Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I think that if I had to say what the best anime is, it would be Hunter x Hunter. Because I just, like, where do I start with that? It's, you don't think that I think things? Because that's correct. That's the correct response. Okay, I know who Daniel Radcliffe is. I know that one. I know that he's the Harry Potter boy. Oh, interesting. One buddy allowed. Little a buddy allowed. Hunter x Hunter best anime. Yes, that is the topic currently in discussion. I mean, listen. Clown aside, I mean, listen. Hisoka is a really interesting, I want to say antagonist, but he's just sort of there, right? He's just kind of always there. Problematic as he may be, he's a really interesting character. And he adds just a certain flavor of chaos that is well needed. in really any show, right? The anime that will never finish. Shh, let me dream. It's finished. It'll finish in my dreams. I'll write the ending of Hunter x Hunter. If it never happens, come back in like I don't know 50 years and be like, hey Pip, Hunter x Hunter never finished, and I'll be like, all right, I've taken over the story, and here's what happens. And now I have to improv an ending. Jeez. I'll think about it in 70 years. Anyways, you think Clannad and Steins Gate might be the two best anime. They're your favorites. I really like Steins Gate. I'd say that's definitely up there for me. I don't know exactly what ranking that would have for me. But Clannad, I never really connected with. Like I watched it back in like middle school or whatever. It just didn't really resonate. But that's okay. I know a lot of people like it. Hisoka is great. Phaeton. I mean, Phaeton's cool. I don't know if I would call him best character for me, just because we don't really see enough of him. I like just in general with most of the Phantom Troop, I feel like we don't see enough of them, or at least like when we see them, it's except for the the central arc of what's it called, York New, right? York New. Aside from the York New arc, we don't really get a lot of development for the Phantom Troop. Like sometimes they show up and they're just kind of bantering and being geez, I do love the big wind up, you're right. I also think that Big Wind Up is the best anime. But I think if we're talking just in terms of like the most I don't know, I think that Hunter x Hunter appeals to a greater audience, I guess, which is why I generally consider it like the best anime. Whereas Big Wind Up, like some people just don't vibe with it, I guess, even though I think that it's a masterpiece. For anyone who doesn't know, Big Wind Up is a sports anime about baseball, about a kid who was bullied in middle school, has extreme anxiety to the point that he can like barely form a sentence when interacting with people, that he was thinking of quitting baseball, but he does just really love it, and ends up being dragged into the baseball team in high school, where he is healing and growing along with his friends, and it's really wholesome, but it's also like it's everything that you want in a sports anime, really, just in terms of like action, character growth, training arcs. It's got everything, and the soundtrack and the art and just literally everything is mind-blowing, and it baffles me that it's not more popular. Is Hunter x Hunter funny, entertaining, or sad? Is it one of those shows that has tons of filler and is frustrating to watch? No. Well, there's one arc, but we'll get into that. So, I'd say Hunter x Hunter, it's, it's a play on shonen tropes, that gets into a lot of darker and, more, I don't know, like traumatizing, material than I feel like a lot of shonen really delves into. It's got great comedy when there is comedy. It's got, I wouldn't, see, I'm not a big fight scene person. Like, I don't really like fight scenes in general, no matter how well animated they are, unless there's like a greater purpose or like strategy within the fight. And Hunter x Hunter is great in that sense, in that most of the fighting is like strategy and like working around the limits and abilities of yourself and your opponent. So there isn't a lot of like straight like direct action sequences really. Although when there are, they're great and mind blowing. And as far as sad, don't get me started. It will break your heart into pieces several times over. But in general, it has a fairly hopeful, a generally hopeful outlook, I think. Like, when all things are said and done, it's not a depressing show, you know? Yeah, if you're starting with the 1999 version, so I actually haven't really... Okay, let's talk about Kyokaramao in just a second. But, yeah, I'd say that, I actually just went straight into the 2011 version. And I think there's just the one thing with Kite is a little confusing, if you haven't seen the 1999 or read the manga. So when I first watched Hunter x Hunter, you know, when I get to that part in the Chimera Ant arc, I'm just sort of like, okay, like, sure. But I personally think it's fine to start with the 2011. I don't know, like, it's just that one bit is kind of confusing, but that's really my only complaint with it. I think it's a really good adaptation in general. Kyokaramao is something. I wouldn't say that it's good objectively. They're trying to accomplish something in that anime, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is. But it's a ride. Yeah, what else? Let's see. Oh, I gotta get that spam bot. That's what I was gonna do. There we go. It's not good, but it's funny. Yeah, it's not funny because it's trying to be in most cases, I think. Yes, delete the bots. It's not funny because it's trying to be, I think, a lot of the time. And since we've been watching it in the dub, the voice acting is also not good, which does make it funnier, I admit. Yeah, it's it's just some of the lines. It'll be like, "Oh no, look out!" And it's like, "Wow, that's the best you could do, huh?" Cool. Let's see, what else? Let's see. I had McDonald's today. It's actually leftover McDonald's from what I ordered yesterday. I had some nuggies and some burger and some fries. So I'm a happy pip. X-Arm. I've never heard of that. I assume based on the flow of conversation, it's an anime? Yes, Sarah's referring to a line in, is it the very first episode of Kyokaramao? Just where there's like a really awkward cut where Wolfram's like, "You picked it up, so you picked it up." It's not good. It's not good. Only two dubs that exist, Pokemon and Steins Gate. I don't know if I've really listened to the Steins Gate dub, but that's just because Hoin Kyoma with Miyano Mamoru is perfect, and there's no need for anything else in my life. Like, have you listened to the son of a bitch clip? It's pure perfection. It's so cool, son of a bitch. It's just, you can't top that. I mean, if you say it's a good dub, you know, I'm sure it is a good dub. I'm trying to think, what are some of my favorite dubs? I mean, definitely Oron, as I probably watched that one dubbed first. And I think I probably watched Black Butler dubbed initially. And I thought that one was pretty good, but just the Oron dub is 10 out of 10. It's great. What else? What other dubs do I like? I'm generally not a big dubs person, but I've come to appreciate them more over the years. You know, I used to be like a hardcore, like, subs only. Ugh. But, like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You watch everything subbed. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I got pretty into voice actors. Yeah, that was definitely a big motivator in learning Japanese, was to be able to watch anime without subs. I remember, like, the first time that I think I watched like an episode of Inuyasha because, like, I couldn't find it with subs, so I watched it raw, and I was actually able to understand almost all of it, and that was, like, the first time I had an experience with, like, that, where I was like, oh my god, I understand a good bit of Japanese. Whoa! For Bubble? What is that? What are we talking about? Miyano Mamoru? What are we talking about? I see Miyano Mamoru and my brain goes brr. Rurouni Kenshin getting a new anime. I've never seen Rurouni Kenshin. I've heard of it. I don't really know much about it. Like, I maybe eventually I'll watch it, but I just haven't. What is Bubble? Oh, I gotta Google this. Yum, 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 yum. Sorry, I'm a big Miyano Mamoru fan. Inuyasha dub bad? I don't know if I've ever seen the dub for Inuyasha. I'm pretty sure I only watched it subbed, yeah. Oh, is that what the Oro is from? Interesting. Special edition watches it, almost everything subbed. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat. Yeah, a large part of that is just because I became a big Seiyu fan, you know, Miyano Mamoru, and pretty much, I'd say my introduction into, like, the voice acting fandom was Utapri. So if it's any voice actors that are in Utapri, I know a lot about them. Let's see, Bubble, an upcoming Japanese animated film. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it also has Kaji Yuki, of course. Alright. Again, I don't watch a lot of movies, but I mean, if it's Miyano Mamoru. Netflix original. Alright. Maybe we can watch it together. Maybe. Studio Ghibli films have to be watched subbed. Yeah, I also just don't have a whole lot of experience with Studio Ghibli. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going with everything. Because I know in Japanese I'm pretty sure they say Ghibli, but a lot of people in English will be like, "No, it's Ghibli," and I'm like, I don't know and or care anymore. So yeah, I have no opinion either way on the sub or dub of Ghibli films. You do you. Whoa. What else? What time is it for everybody, by the way? I always find it interesting to know what the time zone stuff is. Yum. Studio Ghibli, Naruto, and Sailor Moon. Those are all fine choices. I definitely had a big Naruto phase in late elementary, early middle school. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Yeah, I had a big Naruto phase around that time, and I never actually got that far in Naruto though. Like I was really into it, and I like bought a few DVDs and everything. I mean, asked my parents to buy me the DVDs because I was like 10. But 5:40 p.m. Huh? 1:39 a.m. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't really seen Sailor Moon. I don't know. I guess maybe I didn't get into it early enough. So maybe just I don't know. It's hard for me to get into, I don't know, a lot of things that people have nostalgia for, just because I don't have that nostalgia. And I also don't really know where to start with Sailor Moon, because there's like a bunch of different series now or something. So I don't know if there's like a remake that would be better to start with, or if I should just start from the beginning in release order. But I think I tried watching like the first like 5 minutes of one episode, and I was like, it's so old school. I was like, I don't know, maybe another time, maybe. Expensive to actually buy Naruto. 4 seasons. Yeah, I remember there being like, I don't know what, like 5 or something episodes in one DVD case or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was a weird time in, you know, the history of DVDs and such. I only really ever watched Naruto up through the end of the Chunin exams, maybe a little further, but I just started getting annoyed with Sasuke and the whole like we got Sasuke back from Orochimaru. Oh, now he's gone again. Now we gotta bring him back up again. Oh, there he's gone again. And I was just like, God, Sasuke, just make up your mind already. God, edgelord. With Sailor Moon, it's best to start at the beginning and end with Sailor Stars. Interesting. What would you say is like the biggest appeal of Sailor Moon? Like, what would you say is like the draw, I guess? Like I said, I just haven't been able to get into it. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I mostly watched like Naruto back when it was either on air, just like on Saturday mornings or whatever. Of course, it was the dub. Let's see. And then when it was on Netflix, I sort of started from the beginning again. Cute girls. Thank you, Sarah. But yeah, they had some episodes of Naruto on Netflix like way back. before the big Netflix purge happened. But they only had like 60 episodes or something, I think. So that's as far as I've watched. Friendship. Oh, I do like the power of friendship. But it's also hard for me to get into like episodic cartoons and anime these days. Like, it was fine with, like back when I was a kid or whatever, because I would be watching like an episode or two every week, right? And it was just sort of a thing that, you turn on the TV and it's there. But for things that are more like these days, I prefer things that have a more like linear story. Well, not necessarily linear, but they have like an ongoing story that is like constantly being progressed, as opposed to like Monster of the Week style shows. I don't know if that's how Sailor Moon is, but I'm just assuming because it's kind of an older, like really long series, but I might be wrong about that. I don't know. Pretty girls fighting bad guys, good comedy, entertaining dynamics, colors, intriguing story. I see. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day. Trying to think what are my other favorite animes. I think on my list that I made for my debut, it was number 1 Utapri, which is technically true, just from a purely subjective point of view from my love of Utapri. And when I say Utapri, I'm including sort of the entire franchise, because that sort of has shaped my view of it, including the concerts and the voice actors and the games and such, even though I haven't played most of the games for myself. Sailor Moon Crystal is better because it follows the manga closer and there's less filler. Interesting. So maybe that's a good place to start? 5-hour-long uncut those were a lot of words. Why would I do that? Or what was there a prompt in the conversation for this? Is it just because I said that I like plot things? Is that what we're talking about? I am confusion. Yeah. Okay, cool. I wouldn't have done that anyways, because I don't really watch movies. and I especially don't really watch war movies. But yeah, so I think my top 5 when I made that list is number 1 Utapri, again counting the entirety of the franchise. Number 2, I think I put Big Wind Up, or was it Hunter x Hunter? I don't remember. And then 3 was either Hunter x Hunter or Big Wind Up. I don't remember. And then I think 4 and 5 were like Ace of Diamond and The World God Only Knows. Yeah. I don't even know how to categorize my my taste in anime. Because, like, I mean, I'll watch a little bit of everything, like I used to watch a lot of shoujos especially, but I also enjoy shonens and some slice of life. But it really just depends. It just depends on how it ends up. If I watch the first few episodes, if it vibes with me or not, hard to get into long running things. I mean, yeah, I guess, like, I'm talking more about just like television series, I guess, rather than movies, but I also just don't really do movies in general. But yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, let me say, JoJo Part 3 was hard for me to get through. because it very much becomes like Monster of the Week style, and it doesn't vibe with me. Like, I enjoy JoJo for the memes, and I think that there are some cool like characters and character designs, and there are some parts of the series that I genuinely like, but Stardust Crusaders was not it for me. Oh, wow. Trying to think of what to talk about. I mean, I can always talk about Holostars, that's sort of my go-to. But I feel like I've talked about almost everything going on in Holostars on stream at some point. Man, I saw somebody clipped one of the bits from the the Magic Word Orchestra announcement stream, which was a disaster in the best way. Just the bit where Asuizu Hanakishi decided to give the Pentas group a name for them. I don't know, that it was a time. A cinephile to the which was in. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just a big dummy when it comes to movies. Ironically, I worked at a movie theater for a couple of years. I only ever watched maybe like 5 of the movies that were on while I worked there. But that's just because I got free tickets and it's a good event to bring friends to. Like, I enjoy going to the movies to see a movie rather than just watching it at home. Like, I don't know, I like for it to be a bit of an outing, like an event. You know, you sit down, you get a giant tub of popcorn and a big old Coca-Cola, and I just sort of turn my brain off and let whatever happens on the screen just sort of melt my brain. That's how I enjoy movies the best. Hey, listen, I'm it's going fine, I think. It's, you know, it's to be expected of my first chat stream, I guess. But it's fine. I can handle chatting on my own, I think. I ramble a lot anyways, so that's fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, I want to make some more clips from my karaoke streams, but I don't know which songs to do. Why does it seem like Holostars is the black sheep of Cover? Because Cover does a terrible job of promoting them. Like, just the worst job. Like, first of all, they didn't even need to make Holostars like a separate entity from Hololive at all. Like, Niji Sanji doesn't separate their male and female branches. And that's why their male VTubers do quite well. Because, I mean, just in general. Note to self, when watching movies with Pip, lots of popcorn is required. Yeah, honestly, like, if you get me snacks, I'll do it. Also, just, like, let me know in advance when you want to watch the movie. Like, not too far in advance, but just, you know, be like, hey, do you want to watch a movie tomorrow? Or, like, later this week? And I'll be like, sure. Or, like, what movie? But, like, if you just spring it on me, like, we're watching a movie now, sit down. I'm like, I don't wanna. I've got Holostars streams to catch up on. But yeah, back to the Holostars. Goddamn. But yeah, so first of all, the fact that they decided to separate the branches the way they did, and then the fact that it just, like, I don't know, Hololive and Holostars don't interact much directly. I mean, we've gotten a little bit more of that lately, especially with the cinema cover with Suisei Asuizu. But just like in general, it's like I get that it's just because a lot of the Hololive girls are like, I don't know, too shy to reach out. But it rubs me the wrong way when it's like your senpais just sort of throw you to the wolves and don't offer like any, you know, like collabs to help you build a community, like followers and stuff. And just sort of never mention Holostars on stream, like hardly ever. And just sort of pretend like they're not there. It's really weird. And then there's Ollie, who is a godsend, and I love her to pieces. But yeah, it's a good question, special edition. It's a darn good question. But you know, if you want to support Holostars, get tickets to the concert. I am absolutely feral with excitement over the concert, as everyone within like a 10,000 meter radius can probably tell. I'm so excited about this gosh dang concert that I've been waiting for half a year for. Ollie is a chat. Ollie is powerful, and she's who I wish I could be, to be honest. Like, I think one of the biggest things that I admire about her is how she, like, just reaches out to people out of the blue and just, like, is so, like, automatically, like, friendly and being herself to them, you know? Unless it's Miyabi, which she gets very nervous around. It's really cute because he's her Oshi. Hi Makoto, welcome to chat. But yeah, I can't even, like, I'm working on it, but like whenever I want to like reach out to somebody to collab or something, I'm like, I don't want to bother them. Oh no, what if they think I'm just trying to get attention because they have more subscribers, and then but like Ollie just goes for it, really. And I'm like, I wish I had that. I don't know if it's even called, like, if you call that confidence. She just has the determination and the pure, like, simping power to make it happen. And that's legendary, to be honest. What an icon. So yeah, Makoto, feel free to ask any questions you want. Of course, it's my choice whether or not to answer them if it gets too weird or personal, but like pretty much anything's fair game. So far we've talked mostly about pizza, anime, like subs versus dubs, a little bit about movies. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Holostars, of course, but that's just a given if you're on my stream. What else? Let me just scroll through chat. No, that's really it. Just a lot of anime talk. I mean, like, if you're in the VTuber community, like you're a big anime fan most likely, so that's usually a pretty safe go-to for as far as talk, conversation, simping power. You heard me. That's what I said what I said. She has the simping power to make her dreams come true. And it's amazing. I'm so proud of her. I say as though I have accomplished anything more than she has, which I have not. But you know that feeling when you feel proud of your Oshi or whatever, you know, VTuber you're watching, even though you might not even have any direct, you know, contact with them, but you would still be proud of them. What about simping? We're just talking about how Ollie is a Chad and the ultimate simp. Simping makes you powerful. It does. the power of my Holostars simping led me to become a VTuber. So here I am. I've been thinking a lot about, how like what my goal is for VTubing, I guess, because there's sort of conflicting sides of me that want to just do it as a hobby, and part of me that wants to make it like a career, at least for a while, or as long as I would be able to keep doing it. I mean, I think I ideally, if I had a chance to join like Hololive or Niji-Sanji or something like that, I would take it. Ollie started a harem. Yeah, I mean, I think how many of the Hololive, and well, I guess it's not even exclusive to Hololive, is it? Ollie's been around. Yeah, Ollie has gotten married to just about everyone in Hololive, I think. I don't know. She's gotten married to and or divorced with many of the Hololive girls. I don't know. I can't keep up with the deep lore. I don't watch Hololive that often. Lurking got some things to do. Alright, good luck with your things. I'll be here. Probably ending soon, because it's been going for about an hour. But, if anybody has any last minute topics of which they would like to discuss, or just in general questions, feel free. I'll give y'all a little bit of time. But yeah, I just needed to do a chill stream today. It's been a day. Give me the energy to keep going tomorrow, because I have work tomorrow and the day after that. But then I'm free. Yeah, it's... I'm tired. Oh, right, I think I started saying, but if anybody has ideas of which songs I should clip first from my karaoke streams, feel free to give me a suggestion, because like some of the songs where I'll be like, I want to clip this song, but then I'll be like, no, I messed up in that song, I don't want to clip it, But some of them I'm like, maybe I should just clip it anyway, even though I messed up. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like clipping the karaoke streams in particular. I feel like it's just a general good way for, newcomers to, sort of see what I'm about and see what I can do, I guess. Also, I like doing silly edits on some of my videos, like the Hajimete no Chu. That was a really fun one. I think that's my go-to clip to show people if I want to showcase my range and my my brand of comedy. Yum 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 yum. But I'm not seeing anything else in chat. Mistakes help show progress. Yeah, that's true. I guess I'm such a perfectionist, I focus so much on creating like a perfect image of myself. So I'm like, it's fine that I messed up on stream. Like, I don't really care about that, but like clipping that specifically makes me just feel sort of, yeah, But like, I might still, but I don't know. We'll see. Newcomers. Sometimes my mouth just decides to do special things. So my brain and my mouth are not on the same page half the time. Yeah, but if nobody else has any more questions, I think this is a good place to call it off for the night. I'm gonna try to rest up before tomorrow. Yum 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 yum. Don't quote me. Don't. That was one of those special things. That in itself was one of those special things. Anyways, maybe I should just end it here before I embarrass myself any further. Good night.